Ow, ow. Want to kill the dinosaurs?
Ow,
my hemorrhoids.
What did I eat? It hurts bad.
Honey, get the maid to bring me my preparation H.
Cannot sit here very long.
Put that hemorrhoid down now.
Welcome to the Beacon House Podcast, recorded live in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Do you ever just feel like the Triceratops from the first Jurassic Park? Just like laying down, breathing heavy, laying right next to a big pile of shit that you just took.
Yeah.
I always feel like that after I eat a bunch of Buddy's barbecue.
I wish Libby would hug me like Sam Neill does sometimes.
Put her head on your belly and just let you breathe and lift her up.
I often feel like that goat that's tied to the little pole.
2020 is the T-Rex.
Just waiting on the T-Rex to come eat me.
Actually, interestingly enough, somebody discovered all the Easter eggs in a game called Battlefield 4. It's a big multiplayer shooter. And one of them is you can find the goat in the jungle tied to a pole. And if you do something later on in the match, you can look in the trees and hear something like roar like a T-Rex, and you see the trees moving and getting knocked around.
Amazing.
And there's also another island level where everyone goes out in the water and a megalodon comes out of the water and attacks and kills everybody.
Is that the one that I have that we played, or is that 5?
I think that's 5. That's not the one.
Respect.
Lame.
Whatever. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Beacon House Podcast.
Hey, how's it going there? I'm your host, Spence.
I'm Casey.
I'm Hunter.
Yeah.
Still Hunter.
Unfortunately.
Not excited to be himself. But whatever.
I don't know if I am myself anymore. Casey just had me watch something, and I've...
Ooh, let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
We're going to talk about Oats Studio.
Yeah.
Man.
What's the guy's name?
Neil Blomkamp.
Neil Blomkamp.
Who did
District 9.
Most famous probably for District 9.
And Elysium.
Yeah.
And he also did Chappie. Chappie? Chappie, which had... Apparently, there's 2 people in Chappie who are like really well-known New Zealand music artists.
Oh, I remember them.
Ant and something else. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't see Chappie and I didn't see Elysium, but District 9 knocked me on my ass. It was one of my all-time favorites.
Very odd movie.
Yeah, and it had some pretty overt tones, about
symbolism.
Yeah. Like it was really cool, man. I thought District 9 was great. But anyway, so I stumbled across the Oats Studios compilation. And here's what's weird, and it might have even been you, now that we're coming back full circle. Somebody told me to check out Oats Studios like 2 years ago.
It's probably me.
Probably
Casey.
I was watching every week or every month he was releasing a new video, and I was all about it.
Well,
if it wasn't Casey, it was Casey.
I fucking spaced it and didn't, or I don't remember doing it, but I found it in the notes on my phone that said Oats Studios, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then the other day, I think it was on Prime. Was it on Amazon Prime? Wherever, I think it's on Prime.
I watched them on YouTube.
But they have a compilation that's like a whole movie, and it's Oats Studios Volume 1, and it starts out, and it just melts your fucking brain.
Is the first one Adam, which is all CGI, I think?
No.
It's the one with like the big robot with the cloak.
Mm-hmm. No.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember now.
I love the
Or is the first
presidential-
one Raka with the aliens?
The first one's Raka. The first one is Raka. Sigourney Weaver's in it.
Is she?
Yes.
She's friends with Neil.
So, from my understanding, Adam might be something that he did as a tester, released out there to announce Oats Studio, and then Raka is the first of Firebase, and then the cooking show, and then
and there was another really short one with all these. There was like a giant Templar knight that comes to get after. I forget.
Dansk or something like that.
It's awesome. All of them are good, and the cooking show was easily my favorite. Mm-hmm. But it's short and it's weird, and like they keep finding like whatever they try to make, it's this bizarre. Have you seen any of this?
No, I've only seen what I just watched.
I pointed at Hunter. It's so fucking bizarre because everything
pointed at me.
Everything they make, like when they try to eat it, they find all this hair in their mouth. It's just gross and like. It's horror in like a weird Eli Roth kind of a way.
Yeah.
But those are short clips. And then, of course, there's Zygote.
that's by far my favorite because it's cosmic horror.
Which is what Casey had me just watch.
What did you think?
I can't go first.
Yeah, okay.
I loved it, but I can't go
So
first.
for a little
Awesome.
backstory on Oats Studio, Neil Blomkamp got tired of the ins and outs of normal studios and like having to answer all these questions and jump through all these hoops. So he decided to crowdfund his own studio, and he started off with releasing concept art and little tiny short story screenplays and having people like access it and be able to read it and see what they think. And if they want to donate to him on Patreon or GoFundMe, they could. And the whole first volume 1 of Oat Studios completely crowdsourced and funded that way.
Nice.
I'm sure he put whatever money he was getting royalties on his other movies he was using. But Oat Studio is all about independent filmmaking.
And it looks indie.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like mega budget. It looks smart within parameters, which
Yeah.
I love movies like that.
And he's also all about high-tech CG. And as you can tell from the monster from Zygote, it didn't, even as an independent thing, it looked good. It looked real.
Definitely.
So,
One of the entire, it's about these guys that are like testing new technology to kill people, and it's all CG. The entire short is, and it looks very real.
yeah. Yeah, I can see him either doing a Death, Love, and Robots or a Black Mirror kind of thing with Oat Studio first.
So good.
Doing a bunch of different short stories, as you can see with Volume 1. But all the stuff in Volume 1 was just like, it's fan-sourced, made for the fans, the people that support him.
These people were fanning it.
Yeah, they're fanning the flame with Dakota Fanning and Zygote. But yeah, Oat Studio. I mean, I've always really enjoyed Neil Blomkamp. I really wanted him to get to make his Alien movie, which was going to cut the shit Alien movies out and start from Aliens.
That would have been amazing.
And he actually had it like concept art where they put these boxes on the aliens' faces, and like the military was using them as weapons.
Yep.
And they like, it was really interesting. They're using them almost like drones. So the concept of it looked really good, but of course, no go. So
And you said that was because of
It was Ridley Scott's fault.
budget stuff. What did Ridley Scott do?
No, the alien thing was Ridley Scott's
Alien
fault.
thing was Ridley Scott's. I don't want to say fault because I really enjoyed Prometheus and Alien Covenant, but he had plans to reboot the universe by starting from the very beginning of the origins of the alien. Which, by the way, when I saw Prometheus, I had no idea it was an alien movie until halfway through.
Same.
Oh, really?
I had no
I knew
fucking
from the
clue.
get-go.
I had no idea. I went in thinking it was just a sci-fi movie. I didn't even know it was going to be a sci-fi horror movie. I thought it was just a sci-fi movie. And the moment the little and I knew it was
Ridley Scott.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was about to say James Cameron, who did
Aliens.
Yeah. I thought it was just normal Ridley Scott
That must have been
sci-fi
an
movie.
amazing experience.
Oh, dude! Whenever the little worm pops up out of the ground and grabs the dude, I went, "That's very face hugger like." And I was like, "Fucking Ridley Scott can't get away from Alien. He's making like fucking Alien references in this movie.
That's
God damn it!
awesome.
You weren't wrong.
And I was so mad. I was like, "God, fucking weak." And at the very end, when the thing pops out of the engineer, I went, "Holy fuck!" And it was just a massive face hugger. And I went, "Oh my god." This is the birth of the Alien movies, and I just went ape shit. And of course, I was super excited for Covenant.
I love both of
A
them.
lot of people shit on Covenant, but I fucking love the
I love
neck
how
bursting
weird
scene.
it got. I love how weird.
Well, the back bursting scene was great, but when that dude's walking through the field and he's like, "I don't feel good," and his neck swells up and that thing pops out of his neck.
And it starts doing like ninja moves. to
Yeah, and it
take
starts
out the-
cutting people up. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Forgive me if we've touched on this before, but in your guys' opinion, what is the best Alien Predator crossover movie?
Wait, crossover movie only?
Or whatever.
There's two of them.
So which do you prefer? Which is the quintessential Alien and Predator?
AVP.
Yeah,
AVP Requiem was just a cash grab.
because you said crossover movie. Of the crossover movies, AVP. AVP is actually smartly written.
Yeah, unfortunately, Requiem was written as a cash grab, and a predator gives birth to an alien, and so it's like an actual hybrid, and it goes around this town and
I feel like I
eats
remember that.
people,
It's been
and
a long time.
and it looks so fucking dumb because it's like an alien shape, but it has like predator head and
dreadlocks.
It looks so fucking
The
dumb.
dreadlocks are the alien tail. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's bad. Requiem is bad. It's not a good movie.
They do say get to the chopper in it.
However, if I had to pick between the two, I'm gonna have to go Alien. I love Predator, but Alien is a by far superior franchise.
Was that your question originally? Like which franchise is better?
No. I meant like with the two in them, where they fight or whatever. Which was because I think I saw Alien versus Predator a long time ago, and I want to go back and kind of revisit the synergy.
Well, I mean, technically, if you want to get super theoretical about it, Predator 2 is the best Alien Predator crossover movie. And that was when
That's
there was
pretty
no
cool.
alien in it. It was
That's
just
great.
an alien skull on the Predator ship. And it was
I remember
just,
that.
And it was just like a thing where the director of Predator 2 was being like, hey, I love Alien. I want to put the alien skull. I love it. It was just supposed to be like a little nod.
Right.
And they turned it into this, the xenomorphs exist in the Predator universe. And then they,
Right. It was huge. Everybody was talking about it. I remember
The thing I
that.
hate about AVP is all the slow-mo. Fucking dumb.
Oh, there is a lot of slow-mo in that. I forgot about that.
Strange.
I actually like AVP.
Like
though,
the
but
face hugger jumping in slow motion.
Yeah.
Bleh. I'm like, I don't need it.
I would say out of all of it, my favorite single movie was definitely Aliens, and probably my second favorite was the original Predator.
I didn't know that was the question you were asking.
It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But
no.
now that we
Alien.
touched on
Did you
it,
say aliens or alien?
Aliens.
Aliens is my favorite of the Alien franchise.
You guys are insane. I fucking love Alien.
I fucking love Alien.
There's something about the fact that Ridley Scott did not tell the entire cast and crew that John Hurts was about to explode. And they were all just sitting around. He was like, I'm just going to film a little, nice little table around the table scene. So you guys just eat and enjoy, talk among yourselves, like make it look real friendly and lovey-dovey. And John Hurt knew exactly what was going to happen.
Amazing.
So every reaction that you get, like the one girl that's not Ridley Scott, I can't remember the actress's name, but she jumps up and clutches herself and screams, is 100% genuine. She thought
that
John
shit got
Hurt
in
was
your
going to
face.
die. She thought he was having like a heart attack or something. So that movie has to be my favorite out of the whole all of those.
I
Just
think-
for that one scene.
I'm with you. I adore Alien, but I think Aliens is better because it actually successfully took the idea of what Alien was and then turned it up to 11 without being so excessive that it lost the point.
Okay.
And also it kind of delivered on
It felt like a blockbuster to me. Like I remember watching it. It
Sure.
had everything. It had action. It had adventure. It did have horror and sci-fi, but I feel like the original Alien was more of a horror movie.
it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. Ridley Scott would say so.
Yeah, which is not bad. But for me, it would chart in third behind Predator.
Dude,
I think here's another polarizing statement. I think my favorite Predator movie is Predators with Adrian Brody. When they
love
actually
Predators.
when they get dropped on the Predator
Never saw it.
reserve planet.
you should watch it. It's awesome.
basically a bunch of convicts and
Right, and
mafia
they
guys. They get dropped
off
a
so the
preserve.
predators can hunt them.
Yeah, and it's like a little preserve area.
Maybe I have seen that.
And then it's also you just have Topher Grace, who's a doctor, and they're like, oh, he's just here to heal people.
okay.
Oh,
okay.
yep.
I get you. I'll go back and check it out.
That one's way better than the new Predator movie that came out recently.
I think
Predators was awesome.
I think I like of the newest ones. I actually think that I prefer Alien Covenant more for like the mythology expanding stuff that it did, and I love the Xenomorph. So I don't want to get on the wrong foot there as far as my opinion of it. But I wish Ridley, because he's in talks to continue that under Disney Fox now. I wish that he would have explored the engineers more, because I thought going a different direction was really interesting.
Let me ask you this. Speaking of the xenomorph, and you may know this because you're an artist, were the xenomorphs inspired by H.R. Geiger, or was it the other way around? Was he inspired to create
No, the
them?
Xenomorph is a composite of two separate paintings that H.R. Geiger did that
Okay.
Ridley Scott saw, and they went and tried. They went to his place because he wouldn't fly out and was like,
Right.
we want you to do this movie. We want you to design it. This is our idea." And of the actual Xenomorph itself, there were two paintings that he did, and then they had him design the world and the facehuggers and all that shit separate.
And it's also all very sexual
Yeah,
and wet and gross and shiny.
But Geiger came first, 100%. The Xenomorph is his thing, and they took it.
And that's why the
With
xenomorph's head looks
permission.
like a penis.
Got it.
Yes.
Because Geiger loves
Penis?
he loves dominatrixes and
he's dead.
He's
Oh, I know.
he can
I was a
still,
big
he
fan
can
of it.
still like penises.
I was a big Geiger was Geiger was a big like a big talking point amongst a lot of heavy metal artists. Like
Sure.
back in the 90s and the 80s, like there was a resurgence of Geiger art that had nothing to do with Alien that came on the tail end of all that stuff. And so like
100%.
I remember seeing a lot of Geiger stuff, and my only thing was it all kind of looked the same to me, but that was before I knew to look at it objectively. But it's brilliant, you know.
Well, I think the book was the Necronomicon is what he called it or something like that, but just Ridley was aware of it. Or
Right.
somebody made Ridley aware of it. And
Yeah.
in the talks of like what the alien might look like, you should Google what the original design was. Like, it's laughable now, but you think at the time in the 70s, like, of course they were going to do something like that. So not to knock on the artist, but Ridley was just like,
They weren't thinking bug.
yeah, he was. We can't have it be this weird spotted yellow frog thing. Like that's not going to work. We need something else. And somebody goes, "What about this?"
Yeah.
And he looked at that and he said, "Fuck me, that's what it is."
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, the xenomorph did exist already. It was in paintings.
It is 100% a slam dunk home run, however you want to call it, in terms of like creature creation.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Like, how fucking cool is that thing compared to like just stuff you see in other franchises and whatnot?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, I'm here to tell you, as much as I love the Predator design, the original design for the Predator would not have worked for that movie, but is a fucking awesome alien design, and I wish someone would bring it back and put it in something.
sure.
You should Google that too. Like it's
Is not the one that was in the first movie?
no.
Oh.
That was the Predator that Jean-Claude Van Damme was playing in the first movie before they got rid of him was this other thing that again looks dope, but just it falls apart if you see it.
I get it.
So they were like, "Hey, Stan Winston, please come save us. Our movie's not going to work." Same thing with Alien. They were like, "It can't be this frog thing."
Man, can you guys imagine? And you know that anytime there's like the genesis of a movie of
That
some
was the
kind-
original Xenomorph.
Whoa, that's
Stupid.
dumb as fuck looking.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up the Predator for you.
Everybody Google original Xenomorph and original Predator, and then you'll be on the same page with us.
I feel like the original Predator was just like a Swamp Thing outfit. Like it was very reptilian.
Yeah.
Looked like something out of Star Trek. Like Shatner would have fought
Yeah,
it.
it looked like an
Yeah.
R-rated Star Trek though. Like it did.
Yeah.
I thought like the artistry of it was good, but the design is very Star Trek. That's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ma'am, imagine all the creatures.
Ma'am.
Imagine all the creatures we never got to see. Think about like all, anytime there's the genesis of like a new sci-fi movie or a new creature or something like that, that's like a team of guys getting together, sketching and coming up with stuff, even building little models.
Yeah.
And only one of them ever usually makes it to the movie. Imagine all the fucking ones that are sitting around somewhere in like an office, like crazy shit. I bet it'd be incredible to see like a I don't know, like a museum of creatures or something. Is that the original Predator?
Yeah.
That's not.
No, it's
terrible.
awesome, but it does not work in the context of that movie.
Okay, I get it.
Arnold would shit that thing out. Like he wouldn't even have to fight it. That's what his hemorrhoids look like.
His fire marbles.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
What killed the dinosaurs?
Ow,
My hemorrhoids.
What did I eat? It hurts bad.
Honey, get the maid to bring me my preparation H.
Cannot sit here very long.
Put that hemorrhoid down now.
Oh man.
Get to the chopper. How did we get on Alien and Oat Studio?
God, what a rabbit hole.
Yeah. And it's funny because Zygote from Oat Studio is more like John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It is much more like The Thing. And it had a Thing feel to it, I feel like. I don't. What do you guys think is the last great monster movie created? Do you think it was Cloverfield?
No.
There's something more recent.
That guy from the...
I would say The Ritual, honestly.
The Ritual was actually a really good monster movie.
Oh, yeah.
You should go back and listen to our Vault episode, Spencer.
I should go check out our Vault episode.
The Ritual's actually pretty fucking good. And the monster in it
The monster in it was really
actually
cool.
reminds me a lot of the Zygote one. Not as cool because like caught up in the deer.
But it was a
like, moose
composite
stuff,
of
but it was,
wild-
it was a
yeah.
lot like that. Yeah,
Man,
Interesting. That's
I'm trying
interesting.
to think.
monster movie, modern monster movie.
I do like that idea that a bunch of shit, like kind of like the Blob, like
Yeah.
it takes things in and becomes like a new...
Dracula Untold.
What?
Get the fuck out.
You...
With the fist of thousands of bats that will destroy your army.
I typed in modern day monsters.
Donald Trump was the first.
Trump?
No, I put modern day monster and it said modern day monsters in society. I was like, Jesus Christ. All right,
Mike
God.
Pence's squished face.
Let's see. It looks like modern day monster movies. You have The Host, which is Bong Joon-ho from Parasite. I've not watched The Host.
What?
Nope.
Casey.
Ooh, The Descent. The Descent's a pretty good.
The Descent is pretty good.
It's probably
Spencer,
10 years
have
old.
you seen
but-
The Host?
I have not.
Oh my God.
Oh, The Mist. The Mist is probably
Fuck yes. Those were amazing.
with Thomas Jane.
Well, and everybody, fucking Cabin in the Woods. Everything in Cabin in the Woods is
Cabin in the
fucking
Woods.
awesome.
And of course, they have Godzilla, King Kong. But I think we're looking for more of like.
New stuff. You guys have to watch The Host.
No, I don't.
It's so good.
Is it really that good?
Yes.
I mean, it's from the guy that did Parasite, so of course it's going to be
The father, I think, in Parasite is the
host?
the father and the host.
oh.
The host is incredible. Social
Which
commentary,
is actually weird because
environmental
that's Bong
commentary.
Joon-ho's father.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that
Shit.
explains that.
No, I'm just kidding. I made that up. Get you back for that fucking fury.
Fuck. That's
Eat
fair, that's
shit.
fair.
What's up, confirmation bias?
But no, it's dramatically sound. It's sci-fi. The monster is amazing. It's scary, but not like too like out there. It's not like Zygote. It's just a fish, but it's not either. It's like anti-pollution, but without preaching, and it's
I'll check
funny
it out.
and scary.
I'll
and
check it out for sure. Is it streaming? It's got to be
I have it
streaming.
on 2-disc DVD.
Well.
If you guys want to come over, we can watch it on my Blu-ray player.
I'm never coming over to your house. Stop asking. Not
Not
after
e-
last
not
time.
even- Was
What-
last
what
time
happened
when
last time? Did
I got
something
so
bad-
drunk that Casey spanked me and I couldn't feel it until I hit the floor. You remember that?
Was that at your house?
Yeah, that was at the apartment.
Oh, I forgot about it. Who
That
picked
was
you
my-
up.
I
Someone
don't
picked you
remember.
up, and I did. It was your birthday.
Oh, I was there. There was a spanking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A group spanking.
And I went, like, we all went ape shit on Hunter's butt.
Yeah.
I think that's not necessarily the best way to say it, but
No, we all took turns.
Yeah, they were like, make like Mike Pence behind closed doors and bend over.
Jesus.
Here comes some electroshock therapy to shock your cheeks.
Yeah, that's right, buddy.
But you
And I got these 2 paddles ready to go.
Man,
clear.
you guys sound like you're about to fuck.
What do you mean sound like? So moving on,
Please.
Oat Studio.
All right. I subscribed to a new service recently.
You did.
My Shudder and my Criterion channels ran out, and I was gonna re-up on that, which would have cost me like $150 for another year. And I decided, you know what? I have a lot of time off on my hands. Instead of doing more streaming services of movies I'll never watch,
Real quick before we move out of that, how were you? I have really seriously considered subscribing to Shudder recently because it's got some original stuff that you can't
I'd do
watch.
it.
You think so? You have it?
Yeah.
I honestly, I mean, it's 40. Well, it's 40 or $70 for I think it's $70 for an entire year of Shudder. It's not terrible, especially with the Joe Bob Briggs drive-in that used to be on AMC. It's like a show where he you watch a horror movie and in between he makes comments on it or something.
Oh yeah, totally.
Joe Bob Briggs.
I think I remember that, but I like him too, so I could get into that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, it has its
Channel
ups and
Zero.
downs.
I know you hate it. I know
I
you
watched.
hate
No, I watched season 1 of Channel
Season-
Zero, and it
I
scared
don't-
the fuck out of me.
Really?
Oh yeah, the
it.
feel of it,
Season 2 is amazing.
the feeling
Is
of it,
it?
just
Yeah,
got
we're
me.
not done with season 3 yet.
They have
Season
3
3 's-
seasons. They're all on Shudder.
I think there's
Channel
4.
Zero.
It had great horror movies. It had Sleepaway Camp. It had Black Christmas on there.
She has a penis.
Fuck.
Dude, Sleepaway Camp and Black Christmas are 2 of my favorite slasher movies.
I think I would have liked Black Christmas more if I could,
Hear it?
Wait, what happened? Was somebody talking over Black Christmas? I
Let's
won't
not
get into
wait,
it.
no,
This
no,
seems-
no.
Both of you made a face like we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
No, it was every time the phone call happened, it's really garbled, like the bad guy in the house thing. And the people we were watching it with, every time it happened, they'd immediately start going, "Wait, I can't hear what he's saying. I can't hear what he's saying." I can't. And you're not.
The
you're-
whole point is every time the phone rings, you're hearing him talking, the murderer talking, but also you're hearing the person's last breath that he just killed.
Yeah, so
like you
the-
hear screaming and muggling, and then like blah blah blah, and then he'll be like Tommy, and he's like real angry, and he's just like it's a psychopath. I mean, it's a movie in the '60s.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
yeah,
70s,
it's
so.
old and the audio's garbled, and like he said, there's multiple audio sources every phone call, so it's not easy to hear anyways.
Right.
And they freaked out, and Casey and I were like,
Shut up.
"Well, yeah, but you might be able to if you."
I can imagine.
But I think Shudder's great.
I might do it. I might check it out.
I might repick up Shudder, maybe.
But anyway, but in the absence of, you were saying you had moved into a new category.
I looked at the free time I had. I had a lot of free time on my hands with the whole pandemic and everything like that. And I thought,
There's a pandemic.
maybe. maybe I should learn something. Maybe I should get something that I can use as like a learning tool and pick up new hobbies or like learn things about things I'm interested in. So I picked up Masterclass. It is $180 for an entire year. However, you get all access to all the videos they have.
Dude, I respect Casey. Every time Casey gets something, he goes a whole year.
Yeah.
He just fucking commits.
Yeah. I mean, month to month just seems a little ridiculous. Because, I mean, if you do a whole year, then you can, like, determine to go through it all. But
that's true. You buy in more.
What's great is it's like 80 different classes ranging from all sorts of things. There's one, Aaron Franklin from Franklin's Barbecue down in Texas has a whole masterclass on smoking and doing barbecue, which I'm super fascinated in learning.
Damn, okay.
Each class has somewhere between like 17 and 25 videos, each video ranging from 5 minutes all the way up to like 25 minutes. And then there's also workbooks that you can download via PDF. And then within the workbooks and the masterclass, there's a community where you can go on these forums and talk with other people who are interested in learning. And like,
I know the most interesting one I saw an ad for, and that's hard to say because there's so many brilliant people that have a masterclass. Chris Voss.
Yep, I have that saved up.
You want to talk about?
Oh, I'm ready.
Dude, it's the secrets to the universe.
I listened to him on Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert, which also turned me on to Masterclass.
I've got his book, and I downloaded all, like, I joined the Black Swan group, and I downloaded all the downloadable content and all the stuff. He's brilliant. That book, I read it, and then I got the audiobook so that I listened to the entire book like 5 more times. You really have to go over it over and over again to really let that stuff sink in.
Yeah.
But if you do... it's how I got this room.
Yeah.
Literally, the stuff Chris Voss talks about is how this space that we exist in came to be. Otherwise, we never would have been able to get the deal. And if you know what I mean? Like, we wanted we had a budget, and it was unheard of at the time. Like, I was just like, went in and did those tactics. Anyway, I thought about signing up just for that, even though I already know it, just to hear him talk about it some more. So,
well, here's another one you might be interested in. Neil Gaiman has one on creative writing. Which is that one looks really fascinating. The one I'm listening to now is Neil deGrasse Tyson does objective truths and scientific thinking. There's another one in there. Martin Scorsese and David Lynch both have master classes on filmmaking.
I can't imagine what a Dave Lynch masterclass would be like. I feel like you would leave it feeling worse. You'd just be it'd be like I just watched Mulholland Drive again and just busted a coffee cup against the wall.
Well, to be fair, I watched it on my phone, so I don't know.
Zing. No, there's a bunch of good guys. Steph Curry has one.
Dead Mouse
has one. Tom Morello has one.
Gordon Ramsay.
Everybody's got one.
R.L. Stein.
Fuck.
There's a lot of political ones too I'm thinking about looking into. But I mean, it's fascinating because you have these videos that you can go. And here's the thing. When I watched the Neil deGrasse Tyson one, I immediately watched the first half of like, you know, the classes that he has, the different lessons. And I went, oh, I'm definitely going to have to go back and listen to this 3 or 4 times to like really get everything. And so I think they understand that as like the platform. So they make all the content super digestible in like 5 to 10 to 20 minute videos that you can just gobble up in one sitting. Something
that I like a lot when I'm either, when I'm doing that, when I'm studying something that's like video based or audio based, when I'm listening to somebody talk, is taking notes.
Yeah.
Even if I'm just like in my kitchen listening to, like, I remember Chris Voss. I first heard him on a podcast where he was being interviewed and talking about something, and I was like, holy shit, this guy knows things. Like, he was just like an FBI hostage negotiator.
Yeah.
And he literally could out-negotiate all of the, like, financial wizards at Harvard. Like, it's incredible.
The art of the steal.
Dude, I was taking notes, and I was like, holy shit. And then
he's Chris Voss will blow your mind on, what was it? He helped get some journalists back from the Taliban.
He saved a ton of people just by knowing how to talk to people. He literally just can disarm.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And it's very interesting how I
almost don't want to turn too many people onto it because I don't want them to have the secrets.
Yeah.
I don't want them.
I'm actually really interested when I listen to it. If I'm going to listen to it, and be like, God damn it, Spencer did 3 of these things to me.
I don't think I've ever done them.
I'm thinking that.
I don't think I've ever done them to you guys, but I was doing. I will tell you. I'll give you a story about the Chris Voss, the negotiating like your life depends on it thing. I had read all that stuff about getting whatever price you want on certain things. That doesn't always work. Sometimes you don't come to an agreement. You just go, all right, no, too bad. But I was at the mall, and I wasn't even walking over to one of those like stands, but there was a stand where they were selling like Dead Sea Scrolls, or not
Dead Sea Scrolls.
Sorry.
Holy shit.
They were selling like those like lotion or something from Dead Sea Minerals or something like that, and they were like, "Hey, come here." And I was like, "No, man, I'm." And they lured me in, and they go, "Here, let me try this." And they put this lotion on my hands, and like all this dead skin fell off, and I was like, "Oh, that's really nice. Like, do you think that feels good?" And I went, "Yeah." And it was this girl, and of course there was a guy in the booth that was kind of side eyeing me, and she goes, "Yeah, would you like to get a bottle of this?" And I go, how much is it? And they go, well, it's $30. And I go, oh, man, I'll tell you, for $30, that's a bargain because that's the best lotion I've ever used. I just don't have $30. So thank you for your time. Sorry to waste your time. I started walking out. Whoa. What? I said, I mean, I'm not trying to argue with you. You're being extremely fair. Just, I can't put that into it right now. Like literally the most I could spare would be like $18. And they go, well, we can't sell it. I go, I understand. I'm just going to go. They go, well, hang on. Like, what if we did it for like 22? And I just kept going, that's super fair. I can't even believe you're offering it to me for that. I started doing all this stuff. I go,
yeah.
And the trick is the one phrase.
Put it in their mind that it's their idea.
You just go, how am I supposed to do that? Well, I can't sell it to you for that. Okay. All I've got is $18. I'm sorry, man. Well, what about 20? How am I supposed to do that? And eventually they sold it to me for $18 because it was either that or they knew I was going to walk.
Yeah.
But I used a lot of the stuff he talked about. And the guy in the booth knew it. And he goes, where do you work? And I go, I just work at a restaurant here in town. He goes, no, you do something else. I could tell by the things you're saying. And I go, I just manage a restaurant. I'm nobody special. He goes, no, you said things. I could tell. And he looked at me, he goes, no, I know what you're doing. Like he knew it. He'd probably taken the same course.
That's a tactic that salesmen use to get people to agree to the price.
Maybe,
that they
something like that.
Yeah, Chris Voss is definitely the next one on my list. There's also one about chess that I've wanted to dabble in because I've really fascinated in chess.
I started playing chess recently.
I did too.
Well, we should have a little chess game.
I actually went out and bought a chessboard because I played chess on
Did you really?
a mobile app I did the pigeon game, the game pigeon on Apple product.
Yeah, you were talking about it.
And I did chess with a buddy of mine. I was like, man, I forgot how much I fucking love chess. Like thinking about
I literally on my super old desktop at home found a chess app, and I was just like, I'm gonna play some chess. I didn't remember how any of it worked. I didn't remember how any of the pieces moved. I didn't know what a fucking pawn or a rook or a bishop. I didn't know anything, and I was playing against the computer, which always wins. But there's a thing where you can ask for help, and it'll suggest a move and why. And I was like, oh, and I did that for 3 days, and I was like, dude. At the end of that 3 days, I was like, holy fuck, chess is the most cerebral thing ever.
Yeah, it's all about being 2 steps ahead.
Oh my God, it's the biggest mind fuck.
It's about reading your opponent, making a move, and going, they're going to do this move, I'm going to do this move, they're going to do that move, and then I'm going to do this move and win.
It's crazy.
And you have to think about that before
and you set
you
up
even
traps.
Get there.
Yeah. There's all these possible outcomes, and because of the way some of the pieces move, some of them go super far across the board, all the way to the other side.
Yeah.
Some of them go. The knight. The knight is to me the most mysterious thing because the knight goes 2 up and 1 over, which puts its range in this bizarre. People rarely see that the knight can get them. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I've been. That's fucking dude. We're old. We're fucking old. We're like, bro, chess.
I'm all about it now. I want to watch the masterclass on it and kind of get a more understanding.
They
of
have
the
a chess masterclass.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And it's from the guy who is the world champion right now. So
fuck.
Toby Maguire.
What are you doing over there?
He can't add to the conversation, so he's
No, I'm connecting it to chess movies. That's all I got.
Was Tobey Maguire in a chess movie?
Yeah.
Which one?
The one that came out 4 years ago.
Was it about Bobby Fischer? Was Bobby Fischer checkers or chess?
I think he was Yahtzee.
Do you guys ever play Chinese checkers?
I never could get into that.
Dude, it's so fast. Chinese checkers was fun as shit. Because you jump
different pyramids and colored
it's
balls.
Little marbles. And once you jump, you could just jump until you run out of thing. You can go all over the board. It's crazy. It's really exciting.
Are we going to talk about, is this where we get into board games now?
It's old school board games. You guys want to do some backgammon? What the fuck is backgammon? Have you ever played backgammon?
My mom plays it all the time.
How does it work?
Yeah,
is
she
that where they have the arrows on both sides of the board?
Damn it. How does it work, Casey?
Yeah, man. How's that backgammon? It's Hunter's mom. You say backgammon or backcannon?
Well, with Casey, it's a back.
I heard he gave your mom the backcannon.
Nope. I'm not doing this again. I'm not
We can't
apologizing
do this.
anymore.
We can't do this every week. We can't do this every
We
week.
should start learning a bunch of classic games, like fancy old chaps. You know, we should all get a pipe and learn how to play.
We're gonna do bridge. We should go to Books A Million and set up a table that
Bro,
doesn't belong to us.
Listen,
my
dude.
mom can play bridge too.
She does. My ex-girlfriend's grandmother used to be in a bridge club, and like every Sunday, shit got crazy at her house. Like, apparently, bridge is fucking complicated. I could be wrong.
No, I've never. I never played card game. What's the one card game where you?
Dude, spades is the fucking bomb.
Go
Not
fish.
spades.
dude.
No, it's the one where you have to like keep collecting cards until you. Is it rummy?
I don't know.
Gen rummy? Rummy Gen rummy?
I never
don't know.
played it.
Rami Malek? No, he's a.
No, he's Freddie Mercury.
Spades is what we used to sit out in front of Joe Muggs and play even until after it closed, until like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Man,
Like,
that sounds
it was
like a life.
insanity.
Was the world a better place back then?
I think so.
Calmer.
Dude, an intense spades game is pretty fucking serious.
Yeah.
It involves a lot of your interaction with your partner. Like, you have to kind of know what your partner's going to do, but you can't talk to him across the table. So there's a lot of like urging and like, take it. You know, it's interesting. And there's a lot of shitty moves you can do in spades too. Like you can elect to like get all these extra points if you don't win one single hand.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is trying to make you win one by throwing a shit card at you, you know?
I still feel like Spoons is my favorite card game.
I never learned I don't know how to play it.
You know how to play Spoons?
Nope.
So basically, Spoons is you get a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like, say, there'd be 4 of us. So it'd be us 3 plus Libby. All right?
Sure.
Everybody gets 4 cards, and
Yeah.
someone sets the stack next to them, and they start moving. Like, they pick up a card, they don't want it, they move it, and you're trying to get 4 of a kind.
Okay.
Now, in the middle of the
Is the 4 of a
table,
kind like 4 of the same number or 4 of the same suit?
4 of the same everything. Like, or 4 of the same, 4 of the same number. Wait.
Like 4 twos or 4 fours or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 kings. Sorry, I had to sit there and think. Yeah, so it was like 4 kings, 4 queens, whatever, what have you.
Got it.
And in the middle of the table, there's 3 spoons. So when someone gets 4 of a kind, they grab a spoon. Everybody else rushes to grab a spoon. The person who gets the four of the kind is definitely going to know they're going to get a spoon because they know before everybody else knows they're going for a spoon. However, there's not enough for everybody. And so everyone starts clawing at each other to get a spoon, and you can wrestle it out of somebody's hand.
Fucking A.
And just go ape shit. And then you set it back down, put 2 spoons, take 1 spoon out, and then you do it again with 3, and then down to 1 spoon, 2 people.
Oh, and the winner's who has the last spoon.
Yeah, fuck spoons. But I've gotten like cuts in my hands from like cousins raking across trying to get the spoon
That's pretty
before me.
badass.
It's violent. I love it.
You know what? I only have played like once that was like super popular, maybe still is Texas Hold'em.
Dude, poker's just fun.
I like regular, like, what do they call it? 5-card draw? Mm-hmm. Whatever, just a standard poker where you go, okay,
Yeah, you get 5 cards. You can
I got a royal flush.
you can take 2 out and then have the dealer give you 2 more.
Yeah.
But
I like blackjack too. It's nice and simple, and it's
Like to hit people with?
Yeah. I like
should
to
go
take
to
it out,
Vegas.
and bust a window. Fuck.
we should.
I've
go
never
to
been.
Vegas.
I've never been to Vegas.
I've
Really?
never been to Vegas.
Dude,
Never.
right now they're giving hotel rooms in Vegas away for free as long as you just go and gamble.
Shit.
Like there's in dead seasons in Vegas, they'll let you stay at their hotel for free because
Just
they
to
know you're
gamble.
going to spend. They know you're going to spend money.
Dude,
in
I
their
would totally
hotel.
go to the blackjack table. I'd go there and be like,
Oh,
"Wow."
it's bad. Too.
Or I'd
Like,
go to the what is it? Where it spins roulette? Like I put my money on red.
I'd win $600 and walk away. That's fine.
You think that? Let me tell you,
Dude,
I went
see,
in
we
with
don't
that
know.
mentality.
We would find a whole new level of
I
hell
went-
within ourselves.
So here's the thing: I get to the hotel. The casino has no windows, so you never know what time it is, and they're also pumping oxygen into the room.
and they give you free drinks.
And they give you free
food.
drinks.
They just keep coming by. Hey, have some free shit.
Hey,
have some free shit. No
hey,
clocks on the wall.
What would you like to drink? Oh, I'll take a gin and tonic. How much is it? Oh, don't worry about it. You just tip us whatever you want with your chips.
Hey, you just won $100. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how people get in there and like die
And-
die of like exposure.
Oh, I know.
Listen, I got to Vegas at 10 a.m. Went and played Top Golf, went and had dinner, went to bed. The next day I woke up. It was like
10
noon.
a.m..
It was like noon. I went down, hit the casino floor. Literally in the snap of my fingers, it was 6 p.m. and I was down $250. That was the $250 I walked in there with. Then I realized it's Thursday. I got paid today. So I go to my ATM and look. I did get paid. I pull $300 more out. I go and start playing slots. I win a jackpot. I get $200 in slots. Now I'm up $500. Now I'm only down 50 from where I started.
Did you wear the infinity gauntlet on the wrong hand?
Listen, at 6 o'clock, I was down again. I had like maybe $200, and we went to Fremont Street for my brother's bachelor party.
Yeah.
And we played craps there. I kept playing craps. That's all. I kept rolling the dice, putting my chips on stuff, rolling the dice. And at one point, I went up to $600, and I went, "This is where I should stop." By the time I left Vegas, I was under $550. Because every time you walk into the casino, you're like, I can do it. I can make more. And they get you with that. They pump oxygen into the room, so you always feel really good and alive and awake. And you're like, I can fucking do this.
Well,
man.
dude, they wouldn't
I
still
can
be
do
in
this.
business if you could do this. You know, like the way that they make their money is by what I've heard is about Vegas is crazy. Is if you go to Vegas, like there's gambling everywhere. Like literally, the minute you get off the plane, there's like a slot machine in the hallway.
100%.
You go to like a gas station, there's a slot machine in it. Like
The casino. There's a casino in the airport.
of course there is. Fuck, let's go.
I'm down.
Fucking plane tickets are
I
so
could
cheap
stop
right
at
now.
$600. So like that's
No, you can't.
Yes, I could.
We'd have to have a
I'm
clause.
happy
We'd have
I
to-
well
thought I could
enough
stop
alone.
at 250, bitch.
Listen.
You're gonna go down $1,200.
We'd
This
have
is
to have
the
a
thing, like,
pack.
I would put that away, and then maybe like for the next day, I would give myself X amount.
That's
in
what I
budget,
thought.
and then only touch that.
Look,
You
we'd
don't
have to
understand.
have a pack. We'd have to have a pack where, like, the minute somebody's up like 500, we fucking tackle them. Just like you get to tie your friend up, be like, "No, you're not gambling anymore." "I know, I've got one more in me." You're telling some girl that you don't know to blow on your dice. Blow on these dice, baby. Wah!
Here's the thing: is they know
would
the
do that.
psychology. They know you're walking in there going, "This is how much money I've set aside, and this is how much money I'm going to spend."
Yeah, yeah.
And so they start giving you shit for free. They start doing things
Fucking
like
Chris Voss comes out.
They're
He
like-
talks you out of your marriage.
they'll,
Your car.
they'll even do things like, "Hey, you know, you're doing really well. Like, you should check out our buffet. Like, here's a coupon.
Oh yeah, free
$20
food.
off." They
Shit.
fill you up, and then you start walking around and you start watching people play, and you see someone win, and you're like, "I could do that. I could just sit there and just pull that slot
Those are
machine."
plants, though.
But you don't realize it, Hunter. I know this. I'm aware of the
Dude, I'm
psychology
so-
of casinos, but then you walk in and it's like there's something in the air when you're walking around. You're just like,
Oxygen.
but it's extra oxygen. Like, you don't understand. They have tanks that pump oxygen into the room. It's not
yeah.
like an
No,
AC
I know.
unit. It makes you feel
Awesome.
and you're just like, I could fucking do this. And then also now it's recreationally okay to use marijuana there, so we're all fucked.
Dude, I'm such a sucker. Like when I go to the fair and I play those games that you can't win, like I really think I can win them, but I can't. And I like blow so much money to get a shitty little toy. Vegas would fuck me up completely. I'm down. I'm totally down.
And what's great is there's actually other stuff to do there that you can spend money on and not gamble and still have a great fucking time. Like going to the Knights of the Round Table.
What's
Camelot. It's like one of those places like in Cable Guy where you go and sit in this big stadium.
Oh,
There's a big dirt pile in the middle, and knights
Yes.
fight with real
like
swords
a fucking
and
dinner
joust,
theater?
and you get like a big turkey leg.
that? Shit. You're talking me into this.
Yeah.
We were like, we should go to the Grove Park Inn, and then it closed. We fucking go to Vegas.
You can get a ticket on Allegiance to Vegas, I think, for like $200.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Tickets right now to
There and back.
Tickets,
Oh,
round trip
no.
tickets to Florida right now are $100.
Yeah. Get out there. Someone will pay you to stay in Vegas.
Fuck.
Is
All
that
gotta
because
do
you
is
only
not-
have a 50-50 shot of making it back?
Maybe. I don't know.
And we can also get a suite because the suite
Yeah,
has
the gambling starts before you even get there. You buy your ticket. Am I going to die? Wow.
Have you never flown before?
I've not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
hate it, but
We should do it just for that. It's so badass.
we should just get a ticket.
fucking great.
We should fly to Atlanta just to fly.
Like you don't actually feel the flying except for takeoff and landing. You don't
Yeah.
feel it. But when you get up in the air and you're just sitting there and everybody's like reading a paper, having a soda, and you look
It's
out the
weird.
window and you go, we shouldn't be this casual.
Yeah.
At 40,000 feet.
I
You know?
couldn't be. I'd be the dude that needed like the
No.
Zoloft or whatever they give you.
No, dude.
Zoloft.
I can't remember.
Zoloft. Shit.
What is
You're
this
ready?
shit?
Are you already in Vegas?
Hold on a second. If I'm not mistaken, I think Zoloft is like a sex pill.
Oh, is it?
No, Zoloft is like an antidepressant, I think.
Oh, like not that either.
You're
then.
talking about Xanax.
Oh, shit.
Fucking Zoloft. Hunter's like, as soon as we took off, I started thinking about my problems.
Forgive me. Wait,
It's a dark night.
stewardess, if I could get 12 Viagra, I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, you're like, hey, can I get a Zoloft and a Vicodin?
Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor.
Reuptake and yeah, it's
Oh. Okay.
it's an antidepressant. But
I mean,
dude,
yeah,
the thing
so I
about
guess technically you could take Zoloft.
first time I ever flew, I was scared as fuck at takeoff, and then I was like, as soon as we got up to like altitude, like everybody like put their the trays down, and they started reading and drinking orange juice. Somebody comes by with a little cart, food on
man.
it, and you're just like, we're in the air. We're hurtling through space in this little metal tampon. And
You
fucking
know me. Do you think I'd honestly be able to get past that point?
Oh,
without
you
being
would, because
drugged?
it's so comfortable. Everybody's just like, hey, what's up? We're chilling.
It's really the safest way to travel.
And then, like, in a few hours, you're where you wanted to go, which would have been like a whole day or 2 days of driving, misery, backaches, and cramps. And all of a sudden, you're just like, hey, we're here.
we could technically also drive to Vegas if we wanted to.
Fuck that. I can't be in a car that long.
It takes 36 hours.
What about being in a car with us for that long?
Shit, maybe.
You know how many episodes of the podcast we could record?
Beacon House goes cross country.
Like 30.
Dude, we can make it a thing to where we
As
stop
long as-
along the way to like cool little locations.
The world's
Oh,
largest
shit, let's
ball
do
of
it.
string or whatever.
Hey, if we don't get
Like
nuked
National
off the
Lampoon's
map
Vacation, we'll go to Wally World.
next year,
The park's closed, sir. Moose out front should have told
Beacon House travels America next year,
you.
2021.
Beacon House is vacation. Oh.
And our intro song changes to Vacation, all I ever wanted.
I would do it. I would definitely do it, even though
Oh
I don't
my
like
God.
riding in the car that much.
We can drive my car because I can drive it for 2 weeks without filling up the tank.
Fuck, your car is really comfortable.
Do you
too.
think Joe Biden's basement has O2 being pumped into?
Definitely not. If it did, those videos would be a lot better.
I don't know. He seems pretty happy.
Jesus.
Well, gang,
Is that it?
I think that's it. Drop us an email and tell us if we should all go to Vegas, if we should fly or drive across country.
But how can we? Is it?
I think
Hold
we could
on.
rent
Is
I think we could rent a car for as much it would be to get a plane ticket for all three of us to go to
I don't
Vegas.
know, man. I've done some of the math and like, I don't know, dude.
Like we can get like one of those big excursion.
Some of those are like $100 a day.
Really?
Yeah. Think about that, dude. Plane tickets make sense when you're talking about like gas and all that
Oh
stuff.
fuck, gas.
And you get there in like 6 hours.
Yeah, but think about it. We could stop in Biloxi, Mississippi, and go gamble there. Like we could stop at different casinos along the way.
Beacon House gambles across America.
Yeah,
Nolans.
Beacon House loses money. We could go to New Orleans.
Nolans.
Shut up.
I've been there. It's fucking awesome.
What's awful about it?
Awesome.
I've only heard
Tick
good
turd.
things.
You're not going to hear any more good things today.
I will
So-
say when I went to New Orleans, we went to Bourbon Street. And
Yep.
it was the first time I had ever been there, and I went with family. And I got out of the car, and someone had a fanny pack. I'm not gonna say who, and they're stuffing a gun into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, what the fuck? And they're like, we're going to Bourbon Street.
Yeah, it's 42
Also put your wallet in your front pocket. And I was like, what? And they're like-
42 blocks of piss and puke. People are
they're-
drunk all day.
And they were like, yeah, and don't go down any dark alleys. And they like gave me a rundown of being in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. Don't go down dark alleys. Stay in well-lit areas. Don't get into big crowds. And if people start bumping into you, stick your hands in your front pockets. Have all your stuff in your front pockets. Like shit like that. And I was just like, where are we going? They're like, we're going to dinner. Come on.
I got Irish drunk in the French Quarter, but
Oh man, did you go to the bar that's like the pirate bar? They don't have electricity.
no, we went to some bar where they served the hand grenade, which is supposed to be the strongest drink in the world. And
Shit, we should go to Destin. Now that you said that, I want an Irish wake from McGuire's.
Yeah, we could go to Destin.
I've never, no, I take it back. I've been there many years ago, and then we went
Dude,
to Panama City. You used to live in Destin, right?
I used to live in Destin.
So
There's
you
a
know
hotel
around?
down there.
You know?
I know 98. There's a Whataburger. There's AJ's, which is a bar, and then walking distance from that's the Red Door Saloon, which is another bar I used to hang out. I did a lot of drinking when I lived in Destin.
Fucking A. We should get back to Casey's Destin roots.
Let's do it.
Oh shit,
I'd
that'd
be
be an
down for that.
episode.
Yeah.
And I can get all my friends that lived in Destin to be on.
Fuck.
They're like some
That'd
of
be
the coolest fucking people. And actually, one of them. So when I moved, hold on, real quick. When I moved to Destin, I met my friend Amanda and Sean. They're two of my best friends. Amanda was married to another one of like people I made friends with, CJ. Me and CJ bonded real quickly because we were both huge Butch Walker fans.
Yeah, you told that. Yeah,
And
yeah.
he like I was listening to it in my car and he went, "Is that Butch Walker?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude." He was like, "I fucking love Butch Walker. Have you seen the documentary he's coming out with?" And I was like, "I've been fucking waiting to watch it." Dude,
Do you still
it
keep
was-
in touch with that guy?
Yeah, I keep in touch with all of them. I think they live down near Orlando, and Sean recently had his house destroyed last year
Oh,
by that
fuck.
hannuricane in Panama City,
Jesus.
and so he lives in Raleigh with his family in
Tell
North
him,
Carolina.
tell him that the podcast we recorded in this room 2 weeks ago, with Hannah did the wood burning. That's on its way to Butch Walker right now
Oh, I'll let him know.
I didn't know that.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
because his dog died. Anyway,
So, but yeah,
All right.
there's a big hotel down there called the Emerald Grand, and it's fucking huge and wonderful. It's like the Grove Park on the beach,
oh,
guaranteed.
Fuck.
And it's like at the bottom of it, there's just a all big shopping area with a bunch of shitty restaurants that you can just eat and get drunk at.
Whoa.
So, since I know we got to wrap up, but since we're talking about the future,
Yeah, when are we going on vacation again?
Fuck, let's do it.
I don't want to do cabins again.
No,
I would love to.
wanna
I would
go-
love to do something like that.
I want to go
again,
somewhere where people can't just show up.
true.
though. What do you guys think? Just thought experiment. If Trump loses and Biden becomes president,
Right.
Yeah.
what is he going to do when he wakes up at the podium during the inauguration?
You're killing me.
He's going to shit himself.
He's going to go.
Joe, huh, what? Pop, 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 pop. They're going to scare the shit out of him.
Like a fucking chicken
You ever
from
get,
the
you ever
Looney
get,
Tunes.
do you ever get waking up just abruptly in the middle of the night and you're like, oh man, I gotta do all these different bowel movements.
If Joe Biden wins and poos himself at the inauguration,
I'm gonna look at it and be like, there's the Triceratops feeling from Jurassic Park. It's exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about.
oh no.